Hello, welcome back to Jolly Jilly's Crafts. We're back in our regular crafting space here. No fireplace for you, unfortunately, today. Thank you for joining me. Today we are doing crafts. We're doing 2 crafts. There's going to be a lot of pausing of the video so you can get your supplies together and stop and go, because I don't want you watching me do all this stuff. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Okay, so the first thing you need is this heart form from Dollar Tree. I did get this last year, but I've seen them being hauled again this year. I can't find them that well though, but I got this one last year and so I'm using what I have. In addition to that, you'll need this jute rope. I did get this from Dollarama and it was $2, but it's long. It's like 10 meters. And then also I got this lovely ribbon as well. So this is going to be kind of like a rustic heart. So we're going from glam and bedazzled to rustic heart. So now we're going to start. What you need to do is, first thing, warm up your glue guns, get them ready to go. And we're going to take this and we're going to put it through and behind, okay? So we're going to glue it down onto the back, okay? So let me get my glue gun ready. It's already heated, so it's waiting for me. Oh, I think I need to put another piece of glue in there. With a glue stick. Okay, so we're just gonna stick it down. What I noticed is a lot of the time at the end of these jute twines, there's tape. So it's easy to adhere it because it sticks very, very well to tape. While that is setting up, I'm just gonna get out another glue stick. This is my new glue gun. So I don't put as many glue sticks in it because it's a big giant mamma jamma thing. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be wrapping. So let me just wait for that should be okay by now. And it's a little hard because it's kind of an awkward shape. So you're going to have to use a little bit of extra glue and extra patience. Now the glue is still wet on the back, which works to my advantage. Just stick it in. And the most pain in the butt part of this project is just feeding this through. Okay, so just take your time and keep going around, and where you think you're going to be having a problem, like for instance here, this is the shape, it's very triangular, so it's going to be hard to get it at first. So you're going to have to be using extra dots of glue, unfortunately, or fortunately, however you see it. Okay, so then you just kind of attach it to the glue. And your goal is to cover the pink, right? So just keep going around, making sure that your twine is up against each other. So you see here, there's no pink showing between the 2 pieces. And you're just gonna keep wrapping it. And like I said, it's kind of a funny shape. So what I'm doing is I just keep adding the glue down kind of in the bottom there to make sure that it stays. So again, just put a little bit of extra glue kind of in there, because that's where you're gonna have a little bit of a problem sticking the twine. Okay, so just kind of stick it in there, push it all together, and around the back, and back around the front. Okay, so it's super, super easy. It will be a little time consuming though. So make sure it's nice and tight. Put in a little bit more glue right in that area there, just to make sure that this bad boy does not unravel, okay? So there we go. It's gonna be really cool when it's done. And I'm gonna show you the coolest trick that I learned about how to get rid of these little twine hair wires. Okay, so I'm gonna show you one more time, and then I'm gonna stop the video. I'm gonna stop filming, and then I'll come back to you when it's fully wrapped, okay? So again, here you see it dips a little bit, and you want to make sure that the twine sticks to it. So we're just going to put a little bit of hot glue in that little curve there. Okay, so stick it in. It is a little bit hot, so watch your little pinkies. Okay, and there. So that's how it's just going to look that way all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video now, and I'll wrap it, and once I get back to you, it will be fully wrapped, okay? Okay, so it's wrapped. This takes a long time to wrap. It took almost 2 of these packages. So if you're going to Dollar Tree, their packages are only 4 meters. And these packages that I bought at Dollarama was 10 meters. So you'll need 2 packages of the 10. So, or you can get 4 packages of the 4 meters if you want. But it makes it very, very heavy. And I had to do some creative stuff. So I'm going to show you the back of it. It looks a bit funny because when you wrap the front of it, this section here was not wrapping like I wanted to. So instead of wrapping it and wrapping it and wrapping it, what I did was I took little pieces and glued them at the front and the back so we don't waste as much rope. Okay, and then I ended up using a couple of different kinds of rope just to kind of fill it in. So that's what it looks like. Now we're going to do something super, super fun. So I saw this really excellent trick where you take a lighter and you run it over the little strings that are coming out the fibers. So we're going to do that. We're just going to do it on the front, and look at this. It just kind of makes it not so... Okay, there we go. It makes it nicer. It makes it smoother looking, and it gives it a bit of a rustic feeling too because it makes it a little bit discolored. So it's really, really cool. So I'm just going to do that. So what you do is you just take your lighter. And this lighter is so cool. I got it from Dollarama as well, and I just love it. It works so well. Okay, so that side's done. I'm gonna move on to the next side. So it gives it a little bit of a different color, you see? So it makes it really neat. If you look from here to here, it's a bit of a different color, and it gives it more of a rustic look as well. So I'm just gonna continue just to do that. Okay, just kind of like on the places that you see. It wears itself out, so don't worry about that. But keep your hand well away from it because, again, it's still fire. So just kind of, and if you feel like it's going on for too long, just blow it out. Okay, there we go. Kind of around the edges too. On the inside. Okay. Just gonna do it along on the inside here too. And then we're gonna, like, you could leave it like this. If you like it like this, by all means leave it like this. But I happen to be extra, as we all know. That's just how I roll. I'm a bit extra. Okay, I think that's fine. So what I would like to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'll show you how it looks like with it and without it. So I'm just going to take this beautiful kind of lace. It's called, I'll tell you what it's actually called, crochet lace. And I'm just going to kind of wrap it around it, and I'll show you what it looks like with it and without it. And if you prefer it without it, then you don't have to put it on at all. Okay, so just kind of wrapping it around here and there. Okay, just, there's no specific pattern. It's crafting. Kind of do what you want to do, whether you like it or not. It's up to you. Okay, let's see, this fell. See, around here and then up here. Okay. Pull it through. And back down. So you can see it's kind of similar on both ends. So if you like it, keep it like this. If you don't like it, then you don't have to keep it like this. It's up to you. See? I think I kind of like it because it gives it a bit of a two-tone effect. So I might just actually glue it down now. Actually, I don't think I like it quite like that. Just play with it, and when you like it and when you think you're happy and satisfied with it, then you can go and do it. I think I prefer it, let me see, like that. Do I want it up the middle? No, I don't think it looks, I think it looks nicer like that. So I might just glue it like that. I don't quite like it in the bottom there. So I'm just gonna get out my glue gun and glue it on. Now, because it's this material like this, it just kind of holds it in place. So you don't really have to glue it in many places. Like I'm just gluing it over here in the one spot. And then I'll glue it in the bottom, and then the rest of it will just stay. You don't have to glue it anywhere else because it's lace. I'm going to glue this to the back, and it will just kind of hold it in place there. Yeah, I didn't like it around the back there. I'm just going to kind of scooch that over a bit. Okay, cut it off. And then if you want to, you can make a little bow. It's up to you. I think I really like how it is like this though. I really like how it turned out. I'm just gonna maybe pull this a little bit towards the middle more. So it's kind of up the middle there. And there we go. So now we have it like that. And you can just, sorry. And then you can just hang it where you want to hang it. You can either use more of this ribbon to hang it, or you can use some of the rope. I think I'm just going to leave it like this for now, and I might just stand it up against the wall because I really like how it turned out that way. So this is again just a rustic kind of Valentine's Day decoration, or you can leave it up all year round. If you like the rustic look of it, you can keep it up all year round. It is again up to you what you choose. Okay, so that is the first one. I'm just going to turn off the camera again and get set up for the second craft. Okay, so I'll see you in a few minutes, okay? So the next craft we're going to use is, we're going to use this heart that I bought in a previous haul, and we're going to use this paper. Now this paper came in a package that I bought from Michael's. It's called Whiskey Barrel Paper Pad Block Paper. So it came in this one. I bought it when it was half price. I don't remember the exact price, but I bought it at some point in the summer, and I bought it specifically for these wooden ones. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut off this red string. We might use it again later, but probably not. I'm going to cut it off because we're just going to recover the entire wooden heart. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a pencil and kind of see where I want it to be on the wood grain. And now I'm going to trace out my heart, and we're just simply going to glue it on. Okay. So I'm just going to cut this out. Okay. So get your handy dandy scissors and see where you have made your... It's probably better to cut it on the back, but I just wanted to make sure that I had the wood grain where I wanted it. And this is super, super easy and fun. And it doesn't take long at all, not like the other one. The other craft took a little bit long to wrap that whole heart. Okay, let's see. And we're just going to actually use a glue stick to glue this on. Usually I would use Mod Podge, but I think that a glue stick will do the trick in this case today. I mean, I do have a lot of Mod Podge, but I think I just want to use a glue stick. I'm thinking it will be fine. And I think that I need to cut this a little bit more. Okay, so there we go. We're just going to stick this right on top of our heart. Yep, that is... Actually, let me put it the other way maybe, because when I traced it... Oh, that's the good shape there. Okay. Okay, and that should be fine. Okay, so we're just going to take our glue stick and we're going to just run the glue stick around the edges. Make sure it's nice and gluey. And if it doesn't stick and I don't like the way it's sticking, then I will put you guys on pause and I will get out the Mod Podge. But I think this should be good enough. And in fact, I might just put a little bit of hot glue as well. A little bit around the edges. It's kind of just to give it an extra hold maybe, if it's not sticking to my liking. Okay, so you pick it up, put your heart down. Okay. 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 I'm gonna use this lighter to is it sticking? Is it not sticking? I'm not sure. I think it's fine. I'm gonna trim down the edges a little bit because I overcut the heart. There we go. I overcut that edge there. Okay. So it seems to be sticking just fine. Actually, I think I might put some hot glue because it's lifting up a little bit on the edges. So we'll just use a little hot glue. Okay. Where there's a will, there's a way. This sucker's gonna stay on. Okay. And yeah, we'll just run the hot glue around the edges here because it's not staying how I want it to stay. So just run the hot glue around the edges. Get this bad boy heart to stay in place. Okay, and I mean it doesn't take that much longer anyway to hot glue it. I just thought it might stay, so I was trying to take the easy way out. And there is no easy way in crafting. It should be fun. There we go. Let's start from the bottom here. All right. Okay. So I think our heart is nice and secured down. Did I miss the top part here? Maybe a little bit. I guess this too is harder paper. I think if it was regular paper, then it would stay on with glue, but because it's kind of cardstock paper, it doesn't like to stay on with just regular glue. So now it's glued down, and the next thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna take one of those little galvanized love signs, and we're gonna put it on. I'm thinking, oh, sorry, I got just glue all over my hands. Okay, so XOXO. I think I took the love one out. Let me just see where I put it. Oh, here it is. Okay, and so we're just gonna place it right in the middle. I think I might do it straight. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if I want to put it on the bottom here, along the side. Maybe along the side, or let's see if it looks better along the middle. Love. Let's see. Or if you want to get creative, I might do it, actually I think I'm going to do it along the side and then put like a little jute bow in the center. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I like it along the side. I don't know, something about it. I like it like a little offbeat, a little off kilter. Maybe because I'm a little offbeat and a little off kilter myself. And there we go. Alright, so we're just going to stick the love sign right here. Like so. Good. Okay, so I decided I wanted to use this instead because I think it looks so much nicer. We used it on our last project. I had two rolls of this ribbon. So I'm deciding that I want to, I think, yeah, that's much better. So I just have to make the bow a little bit smaller. Make it a bit smaller. There we go, that's much better. Yeah, I like that a lot better. Okay, so I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna make these a little bit shorter. I'm having trouble with that right now. Okay, so basically this is how it's gonna look. It looks a lot cuter with this. That twine bow ended up being a hot mess, but this is gonna be so nice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and glue it down right in the center here, just to give it a little bit of like extra cuteness, right? Everybody loves a bit of extra cuteness. So I'm gonna hold that down and let's see, perfection. Fix my bow. And I like that a lot better, but I think I'm gonna cut the strands, the ends. One and two, there we go. Okay, there we go. A little bit like that. And there we go. That is much cuter. And then you can just hang it on your wall. So, or you can put it up, or whatever you want to do with it. So that is my two kind of rustic looking crafts that we're doing for Valentine's Day. And I hope you like them. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Please hit that subscribe button and like my video and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified every time I upload. Valentine's Day is coming. Give someone a great big hug and a kiss, but don't get the coronavirus. Thank you for spending the time with me. See you next Tuesday.